Hello everybody, I am Mia. Welcome back to Mia's Tarot, and this is my daughter Kennedy. She has her page on YouTube.
It's
she might got
Baby Cakes. My name is Baby Cakes.
She changed the name a whole lot. That's probably why she don't remember. But if your kids is interested in watching her channel, it's called Baby Cakes.
Yes.
Okay. If your kids are interested, because I don't think adults would be interested at all.
No.
At all. Okay, so anyway, welcome to my second episode of Tarot and Tea Talk, where I mix tarot and gossip all together and I get, just check up on the tea. Kennedy here is going to help me pick some cards. So she doesn't know a whole lot about tarot, but she watches me do it all the time. So, and she likes YouTube. She's on YouTube, so she knows all about that. So, hold on. So the first, oh Lord, have to fix it. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to look at is, of course, the Nipsey Hussle. A lot of you guys want to know about what's going on with Nipsey Hussle. Look at Lauren London, how she's taking it, what's going on with her. And the new news is that Eric Holder, the guy who shot Nipsey Hussle and killed him, actually knew the baby mother. There were pictures on the internet with Eric Holder inside the baby mama's house years ago. So I don't know what that's about. But the baby mama name is Tanisha. She also had went by Nipsey Hussle's last name and also his real last name. And on Instagram, she has his rap last name. So she goes by like at China Hustle, I think. So we're going to look and see how things went with that situation. So not really about the murder per se. I'll do a whole nother video about the case and everything like that. But we were going to look more into Lauren London and this baby mama Tanisha. Okay, so Kennedy's going to pick 3 cards. And we're just going to see how Lauren London and the baby mama Tanisha got along. Okay. I don't know Tanisha's sign, the baby mama sign, but I know Lauren is a Sagittarius. So we're going to see how they got along. Okay. All right. Pull 3 cards.
Okay.
You can be quick.
Uno.
Okay.
Tres.
Okay. So how did they get along with Lauren London and the baby mama? Because now all these things are surfacing about them too. So I figure I would, being that this is tarot and tea talk, I would definitely figure out what's going on with those two. So this is the Hermit. This is the Sun, and this is the King of Cups. It doesn't, I mean, it's like they paid each other no mind. With the Hermit card here, this is like being to yourself, kind of figuring out things on your own, staying low-key, not trying to be out there. So neither one of the baby mom or Lauren wanted to be in the spotlight all the time. They didn't want a whole lot of attention on them. Even though Lauren was an actress, she still wasn't the type that wanted a whole bunch of attention on her. So neither one of the baby moms did. It's like they really kind of both stayed low-key. I don't see them dealing with each other too much. They were both, the Sun also represents kind of like, they weren't enemies. They weren't enemies. They were not enemies. They weren't fighting. This also could represent children, where they were making things work for the children with the King of Cups. This could, be Nipsey. They both were really in love with him. The baby mother Tanisha definitely was really in love with them. He treated them both pretty well, pretty good. So I don't see where there was animosity towards the ladies at all. I feel like they both really loved Nipsey, and they weren't friends, but they both were supportive as far as the kids were concerned. So, but I don't see them being friends. I see them kind of, she's on her, doing her thing, and then the other one's doing their thing. They're not fighting, but it's like, we don't have to really, be cool, or, we don't have to be friends, or we don't have to be enemies. We could just, you're his baby mama, his girlfriend, or whatever the case may be, long as the kids are good. And you know, they had a lot of respect for Nipsey, so they definitely, and I feel like he Nipsey made it so they weren't arguing. Like, he kept it so it was like, if one started to talk about the other one, or one had another issue with the other one, he kind of nipped it in the bud. I don't, you know, I see where he, with the Sun card and the King of Cups next to each other, he just, he didn't want any tension at all. And he really cared about, you know, the children, of course, but he didn't want any tension at all. And they respected him a lot, Lauren and Tanisha. So I didn't see any issue with them. Let's see how Lauren London is doing right now, as far as Nipsey stuff. How is Lauren London doing right now? Oh Lord, cards are falling out. How is Lauren London doing right now? Okay, pick 3 cards. I'm gonna drink some tea.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Sorry. How is Lauren doing right now? So we have the 10 of Wands. We have the World in reverse, and we have the Judgment card. She has to make a lot of decisions right now. Lauren is a little exhausted with the 10 of Wands here. This is like having a lot on your plate. She has a lot of things were left unfinished and incomplete. So she's trying to make decisions about a lot of things, because they could have had things together, businesses together, that now are going to be incomplete or can't be finished, or, you know, and that she has to make decisions about. She's very exhausted. She's tired. I don't see her really getting any rest. I don't know why I'm getting that she is always hot or warm. Like, she just has a lot to do. You know how you run around and your body temperature go up a lot? Because it's like she has to, it's almost like a lot of things were incomplete. The Judgment card is about a decision, you know, a decision, also like a rebirth, or trying to, you know, make things okay, you know, and, give me a second. Just making huge, really, really, really huge decisions, you know, like putting final say-sos on things that weren't complete. She is completely exhausted at the moment. But she is making decisions, a whole lot of them. And she's trying to kind of reinvent herself without Nipsey, because this could also be like a second chance at something. She's trying to reinvent her life without him, because she feels incomplete with the World in reverse. You know, she doesn't, it's hard for her to move on. It's hard for her to continue going on without him there. So it's stressful for her. So she's trying her best to kind of go about life without him. That's what's going on. But she still has the feeling of like she's not complete. Like, she needs him. It's a lot on her. So that's where she is right now. The baby mama Tanisha. Let's look at her and see what's going on with her right now. Because apparently she has some new boyfriend, or she's had a new boyfriend. People are saying that she could have been involved because she was friends with the guy who shot Nipsey. So we're going to just see where her energy's at right now. And then we're going to see if she had any involvement with Eric, you know. So let's see. Okay, so where's Tanisha's energy right now? Go ahead.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. We have the Magician in reverse, the Ace of Wands, and the Six of Wands. She's actually, you know what? It's crazy because the Magician in reverse, she may know more about the shooting than or about, she may know more than what she's putting out there. I don't know if they have questioned her, because technically it may look like she don't have anything to do with it. But with the Ace of Wands here and the Six of Wands upright, she's happy. So she's 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 not, she doesn't seem too upset. She I'm sorry. I gotta say what the card say. She doesn't seem extremely hurt. She doesn't seem that way. I mean, yes, she did her little post, but she doesn't see, she don't really, there's something new going on in her life that she is starting or doing. There's something new going on in her life. Could be her relationship, but there's an opportunity that she has here that is help. That she feels like she's won in a way. This is just weird to me. It's coming out that way. The Magician in reverse is a trickster. It could be a liar. Could be somebody manifesting the wrong things. Something sneaky with the baby mama that these cards came up, because I don't see her being sad. I see Lauren being stressed out, but I don't see her being really, really sad about the situation. Maybe currently she's not, or she's gotten over it, because I'm reading for, what's April 24th today?
I don't know.
Think so.
I don't know.
But, and I think he was murdered March 31st, at the end of March. But I could be wrong, so don't be in my comment. I mean, I could be wrong. But I'm just saying, with the Ace of Wands here, this is a new opportunity. Six of Wands is a victory. The Magician in reverse is not really, like a trickster, not really telling the truth. This could be like being deceitful. This also could be lying on the internet. So she could have like posted it, but she really was kind of like, I'm not gonna say she didn't love her baby father, but after his death, I asked how is she handling it. She's doing pretty well. So that doesn't necessarily mean that she's being shady, but as far as of right now, it doesn't seem like she's in like turmoil. I mean, she wasn't with him. She had a whole nother relationship. There could be something that she's working on creatively. I don't know, that she's focused on. So she could have, but she doesn't seem like a really, she seems kind of like a little shady with the Magician in reverse. Or this just could be her not speaking about it, not saying nothing about it as well. So I see her basically embarking on a new opportunity that makes her happy. So it could be her working to keep her mind off of it. I don't know. But she is not, she's kind of, okay. She's not distraught. Okay, did Tanisha have anything to do with Nipsey's death, or know Eric Holder? Does she know anything about what happened that day? Tanisha, go ahead. You know who Nipsey Hussle is?
Yeah.
You heard of him?
Yeah.
What did you hear about him?
Music.
Music?
Before.
It's okay, because it came out with you, so. Okay, so here we go. We have the King of Cups. We have the Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Cups, and the King of Wands. These are two guys that she had in her life. So I feel like this is Nipsey, because it came up before. This is her queen. She wasn't happy with him at the time that he passed. I think that they was having some issues. She wasn't completely happy with him. She was confused about some things when it came to Nipsey. These are cups, so it's definitely emotions. She could feel like, she could have felt like he played with her emotions. There was actually another guy in the picture. Don't know if it was Eric or her new boyfriend, but there was actually also another guy in the picture that she talked to about that she was talking to about this. She also was trying to figure out who she liked the most or who she loved the most. I feel like this probably could have been her current boyfriend, but I don't know the signs. With the Seven of Cups here, this is like, is it good? Is it bad? Which one should I choose? It's, a lot of things were up in the air. So, she wasn't really happy with the way that she was being, like with the way she was being treated. I felt with the Queen of Swords in reverse, this is like a complete bitch. It's emotional though. It's not a problem with the children. It's emotional. He actually, you know, did care about her. He wasn't trying to play any games with her. He could have came off a little aloof at times, but he came up upright, and so did the boyfriend or whoever this person is came up upright. So I don't feel like this is a shooter, because I feel like he wasn't for too much drama, but she was really attracted to whoever this is, so that could be the boyfriend. But she wasn't, when he passed, she wasn't the happiest. Like I said, she felt like he would give her mixed signals. She was confused about where they were, like, all the time. And that's probably why he's in the picture as well. Like, you know, but she still, you know, was a little confused. So, it doesn't say that she had anything to do with it. All it's telling me is that she had an issue with him. Or ongoing issue with him. She was not happy with him. I see her fussing at him, but him really kind of just being calm and cool, like chill, it's cool, whatever. I see her more of the one, you know, upset. She did cut something off with him, so I don't know if he was going back and forth, because I know him and Lauren did break up for that time, or a year or so, or a couple months, or some days, I don't know, but she was definitely confused, and she was definitely feeling like she was getting mixed signals at the time. So it's like, even though she had other men in the picture, she still felt connected to Nipsey, and she always felt like, you know, it was really on and off, and she was always getting mixed signals. I will not lie, that is kind of like a motive, but at the same time, it doesn't say that she was involved. Moving on to Wendy and Kevin. Word on the street is that... You laughing? Because I said word on the street. Yeah. The word on the street is that Wendy and Kevin, or Wendy finally kicked Kevin to the curb. So in my last video, I said she's either going to drive herself crazy with you know, going into drugs and alcohol real bad, or she going to divorce him. And she finally decided to let him go and fire him from from the Wendy show as executive producer, or whatever it is he did. Because I be doing other things. So I be doing my readings with Wendy on. So I don't be watching Wendy. Because I got a job in the afternoon. So, in the evening. So, let's look at Wendy Williams and Kevin. Let's look at them and how they're doing right now. Wendy Williams and Kevin. So, first of all, we're going to ask, what was the final straw for Wendy? Because before, we was losing hope for Wendy. We was like, oh, come on, girl. You got to represent women better than this. What are you doing? But being embarrassing all over the place. So, let's see what was Wendy's last straw. What made her finally be like, I'm leaving? I think it's the baby, but we'll see. The baby that he had on her. We'll see. What made Wendy leave Kevin? Finally. Go ahead.
Dang it.
Just lead them two, and then... Okay. So, the first two cards we have is the Four of Cups and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. That's already a choice being made. The Six of Wands in reverse and the Five of Wands. So, what made her leave was the baby. I feel like this is the baby. Like, you know, he wanted her to accept it, and she was like, no, I'm not accepting that. So, I feel like once the baby came into the picture, she was like, okay, I'm done. It was hard for her juggling her life, and, you know, it was very hard for her to upright. It's like you juggling, you trying to stay afloat. It's a lot. In reverse, it's like you drop one of them things, and you're like, okay, it's no longer you know, a struggle anymore. With the Four of Cups here, it was almost like he was trying to make her accept it or talk her into accepting it, and she didn't want to do that. She like, oh no, I'm not doing that. She wasn't happy with it. So with the Six of Wands in reverse, she thought that they could make it work, but it just didn't happen. The Five of Wands here, she didn't feel like constantly competing with that girl. I just feel like, you know, she didn't feel like constantly competing with that girl. And then on top of that, she didn't feel like going back and forth with Kevin no more over that situation. It really was the baby. It really was the baby, because right here, these two cards came out together, and this is a choice. This is when you dropped one of them because she was over it. She was over it. She just wasn't happy. She felt, like very unappreciated. She felt like she always had to compete with this girl, always had to get in little petty arguments with him, and she was just very tired of it. So it definitely, you know, it definitely was the baby. That was her last straw. And I just feel like Wendy was just tired of it. She just got, some women, it take them a little longer. I mean, for Wendy, it took her, I don't know, over 10 years and a baby, but hey, at least she decided to go. But that's what it mainly was. It was, you know, it was like her, him. She thought of it like, I'm tired of being it me, Kevin, and the mistress. You know, it's like she almost got used to it being them three, and then when the baby came in, it was just like, not that she even was, you know, okay with it. It was just like she knew that this was an ongoing affair for years, and she dealt with it for years, where it was almost like natural to her that he would have this mistress around. But when the baby came around, it was just like, oh no, I'm done. You really don't appreciate me at this point. Like, I'm done. So I don't see her too upset about it. I see her saying her little words, being more petty and shady with this card. The Five of Swords is a little different, but the Five of Wands is a little petty, you know, baby mama, back and forth, you know, little petty, shady things. So she probably got a little shady, little petty, or something like that. But I don't see her going in a full-blown argument. She like broke up with him, and now she just like throwing shade at the whole situation, being petty, saying petty things to him about her and things like that. But I don't see her really going off. Last but not least, if you want to talk about something else on episode 3 of Tarot and Tea Talk, let me know. Last but not least is Monica and Shannon Brown. This was very, very, very quietly kept. So let's see why Monica left Shannon Brown. Getting tired?
No.
Huh?
No, not yet.
Okay. Let's see why. You know who Monica is?
Who?
The singer.
Who's Monica?
She's a singer.
I don't know who she is.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You ever heard the song "The Boy's Mine"?
No.
She knows, but she's heard her songs before. She probably don't know her name. You know Brandy?
Yeah.
No. Okay. She not that lost then. Okay, so here we go. Monica. Why did Monica leave Shannon Brown? Why did Monica leave Shannon Brown? Go ahead.
One card.
We got another one. Two. Three. Okay, so here we go. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. She didn't want to put he wasn't putting effort into their marriage. And she didn't want to either. Could have been money too. Money could have been an issue. Monica can always make money, and I don't know much about Shannon Brown's career, but I think this is mostly effort. She didn't feel like he was putting effort into the marriage. With the Nine of Pentacles, there was money. There was some financial issues going on. There was definitely some financial issues going on. She wasn't comfortable. She didn't feel secure in the marriage. anymore. And then we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So there was all these are finance cards. So, or money cards. So it was definitely some financial issues, financial problems. So if it comes out in the news that they, when they filed, it was, or things happened that was a little financial, then, we'll see. But there were some financial problems. She didn't feel comfortable. I feel like she has felt neglected for a long time. With even though the Five of Pentacles is in reverse, it's like it still wasn't where she wanted it. I'm going to clarify these three cards. Let's see. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. She really, with the Tower in reverse, yeah, it was almost like she kind of knew it was coming. So it could have been like a long time where it was a specific way. And it's almost like she knew it was coming. So it's like, I feel neglected, but at the same time, I knew that I would end up having to file. It's like she's seen it coming. This has been over a long period of time. Her and Shannon Brown, whatever they were going through, it's been over a really, 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 really long period of time. And she left because she just didn't feel secure in the marriage. Could have been, like I said, financial issues. She didn't feel like he was putting effort into it for a really, really long time. She felt neglected a lot of the times. And she knew that she was going to end up filing. I feel like she didn't want to, but she had to. Monica is really strong. And her stability means a lot to her. So she ain't one of them women that's going to put up with too much. But I feel like she dealt with a lot of things for a long time. And she just finally decided, okay, well, I just need to go on and do it, because she's not happy. More like she's not comfortable. She wasn't comfortable anymore being with him. So let's see how Monica is feeling right now about her filing for divorce and her divorce. So let's look. Go ahead.
Well,
just pick one. Well, you can keep them two. Go ahead. Okay, so the Two of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. She's willing to cooperate, come to some type of agreement for the kids, but she don't want him no more. She doesn't feel emotionally connected to him no more, but she is trying to cooperate for the children, trying to work out, things with money, trying to rebuild. So I feel like something happened with money or finances, or he could have been spending too much money in the marriage. He could have been spending too much, because I see her rebuilding and trying to make deals and like she's putting her music back out. She got a new song called Commitment, which I like. So, go check that out. Monica did not pay me for this. I'm just saying it's a good song. So, but that's what she's doing. He might have overspent. Somebody could have been spending too much money. And she just didn't feel comfortable. He wasn't putting effort into the marriage. Money could have been going out really quickly. And because, like I said, I see her trying to make deals, rebuild, work out things with him for the kids. But she's not emotionally attached to him anymore. She's not, I feel like she's not even attracted to him the way she used to be. The next thing is the Seven of Pentacles. She's impatient with a lot of things right now. It's like she had ran out of patience with him. She ran out of patience with the situation. She ran out of patience. Money was a big deal. So whatever was going on, it could have had a lot to do with money. He could have been spending money on other women. Are you falling asleep? No. No. You could have been spending money on other women or shopping sprees or something, but it could have been where she found receipts or found money gone or money missing all the time. Something like that, because like I said, she's trying to rebuild, and I feel like she ran out of patience with it. The next thing is the Justice card in reverse. So this is definitely a divorce happening here. This is definitely a divorce. Karma, definitely a divorce. She's definitely serious about divorce is going to be a little hard though, because upright is like it's fair. Here somebody's going to feel like something's not fair. The divorce is not going to be easy for Monica, but she will be okay because she would rather be not with him. So that's all I have for Tarot and Tea Talk. I know you're getting sleepy. Yes, you are. I know you're getting tired, but you know. So thank you for being in my video. She been wanting to get in one for a long time. So I know. So say bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.